Yo, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Clutch Conversations, man. Where we talk about sports, talk about life, everything under the sun. And we're gonna kick it off with the game of the night. Last night, I should say, the Cowboys lost. Well, I should say the Bengals beat the Cowboys 27-20, bro. And bro, I ain't gonna lie, this game was better than I thought it was gonna be for a Monday night game with the Cowboys and the Bengals. Both of them got bad records. Nobody really thought this game was gonna be good. But hey, it was pretty good. Jamar Chase had a monster game, But first I want to start by saying the Cowboys had a chance to win this game, bro. And number 27, what are you doing? Why are you touching the ball, bro? They blocked the punt, right? They blocked the punt. He he fake touched it. I don't know what he did. I don't know what he was doing, bro. If you gonna do that and you block the punt, bro, you got to grab it. But my thing is, he just sold, bro. The ball hit him right in the chest, right in the face, man. And he just fumbled. He just sold it, bro. He sold it. And it's like, bro, it's like the Cowboys, man. I don't know. This season's been terrible for them. And I can't really, it's not really on all the players. It's really on their owner, Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones has been known for just thinking his way works the best. Like he's just it's his way or the highway, basically. That's how Jerry Jones operates. And I just think, man, I don't know what direction they're going in with their players. I mean, you signed Dak to 60 mil. He's hurt. I don't really and truly, they don't have any other option besides that. Cooper Rush isn't it, as we've seen tonight. I mean, in my opinion, he's not the guy that I would have on my team as a starting quarterback. Nobody would, honestly. I ain't gonna lie. They tried to hype him up and say, well, last season or last time Cooper Rush played, he did it. Bro, no, he's not it, bro. Trey Lance, he's bounced around. Well, he's not bounced around. He came from the 49ers to the Cowboys, and he ain't really the answer either. So you got to pay Dak. I mean, he's your best option. You still got to pay Micah. You gave CD his contract. CD's doing pretty good this season, despite the struggles. He's top 5 in receiving yards this year. Yeah, bro, and it's just the Cowboys, man. They looking ugly. They looking ugly, bro. The running game this season hasn't been relatively good, but this game it was pretty good. I'll get into the stats later, but this game it was really powerful, and Dowdell did a good job. Rico Dowdell, he did a great job today. I just think, bro, it's just, bro, like Cowboys, bro. I just don't know. It's like Jerry Jones has been selling these fans this dream for the last 27 years. I'm 22. The last time the Cowboys won, I wasn't even alive. I wasn't even conceived yet, bro. I wasn't even here. And it's just every year it's the same thing. Well, not this year, but every year they be like 11-5. Oh, this our year. No, it's not. It's never y'all year. It probably gonna be y'all year again until I'm 40. I mean, as long as Jerry Jones is the GM, the head coach, and everything, scout team, he do everything. Yeah, y'all have a head coach, but he ain't the head coach. It's Jerry Jones. As long as he there, there ain't nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing at all, bro. And I don't want to make this a Cowboy Bash video or podcast, because that's not what we do here, but I gotta call a spade a spade. Y'all ass. I'm sorry. Y'all ass. Micah leaving the field early because y'all lost. I mean, Micah, yeah, he was good last season. Well, not season before last. He had an all-pro year. Was he an all-pro last year? I know, but this season, he ain't really the same Michael Parsons. In my opinion, I think Micah is more effective, in my opinion, more effective as a linebacker. Him coming off the line, yes, he has the speed. Yeah, he has the versatility. But him as a linebacker, I feel like it gives him more of a variety because he's fast, bro. You can drop him in the coverage a little bit. You can drop him in the coverage, bro. He don't always have to be on the line. And when he had that great season his rookie year, he played a lot of linebacker, outside linebacker. He don't have to primarily be on the line. You can move him around sometimes on line, but you can also put him back in the line because that's what y'all need. Y'all need bigger linebackers. The Cowboys tend to run this set when they have DBs in the box and teams run the ball down their throat and it don't work. That it does not work. That scheme does not work. They need to just get that out, scratch that out, bro. Scratch that out and give it away. Give it away to somebody else because this shit ain't it. So I think Micah, in my opinion, should be playing linebacker. And sometimes you have packages for him where he plays on the line of screen because he's good at it. But I don't think that should be his primary thing. He should be able. They should move him around like they do on the line and try to find a matchup. Put it back in the box, bro. He got the speed to get there, so that's not the issue. He can drop back in zone coverage, watch the middle. That he can do that, and I think that's what made him so effective. His versatility of playing on the line and playing on in the at linebacker position. So you got to use them for both. Don't just cut out one. I don't. Yeah, that's not it. That's not it, man. And Michael's a great talent, bro. Like Michael's a dog. He been a dog since Penn State. I just think the Cowboys, man, it's just that franchise, bro. Playing for the Cowboys is almost equivalent to playing for Lakers it's just the spotlight. They're both cornerstone franchises of their respective leagues. So, as much as we dislike, I don't like Jerry Jones. Much as I don't care for Jerry Jones, bro, it's just you can't deny what he built. But I just think that pride of him always wanting to be right in his way or the highway is never gonna win. And the same fans just eat the same dreams. But I think a lot of Cowboy fans are starting to realize this ain't it. Because this is the worst season they didn't had in a minute. A minute. What, they 5-8 now? Like 5-8. And I'm a Packers fan. We own them boys in their stadium. And I'm a Bama fan. We own them. We got more wins in the Cowboys stadium than they do in the playoffs. So, but they gotta y'all know, bro. Then you got Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy got a Super Bowl with the Packers, right? He goes to the Cowboys, bro. He look like a shell of himself. He ain't got the same control he had over the team when he was with Green Bay. Because Jerry Jones want to be the head coach. And he's not. He don't need to be. Be a GM. I mean, not a GM. Be an owner. All the other owners, they let their team play. You don't see the Chiefs owners doing this. You don't see the Patriot Robert Kraft doing this. You don't see none of them doing this, bro. Let them boys be them. Because when you start talking and you start saying this is the year, it's not, bro. It's not the year. It wasn't the year last year, the year before that, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 20 years ago. It wasn't the year. And this season, we're starting to really see it crumble. And it's not the year. And until he gone, they ain't never gonna be good, in my opinion. Good enough to win the Super Bowl. Now we're gonna get off of them. Let's talk about the Bengals and give the Bengals some credit. For one, I would just want to say if the Bengals won this bad, Joe Burrow would be in the MVP conversation for sure. But he's not because his team has a negative record, even though they got a win today. Actually, I'm pretty sure that they still got a negative record. I mean, I'm almost certain they do because they only won like 4 or 5 games. Yeah, they 5-8. Both of these teams are 5-8. And I just want to give some love to Joey B. Right. I'm gonna read you some of the stats for both of these games for both teams, but we're gonna start with the winning team. Joe Burrow. He had 369 passing yards. Right. Let me make sure I ain't doing it right. Okay. He's 33 for 44. 369 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 pick. You got Chase Brown. He didn't really have that good of a game, wasn't that effective. I mean, but hey, 14 carries, 58 yards. He was effective in the passing game, which we'll get to later. He averaged 4.1 yards a carry. You also got my guy, Jamar Chase. Pay him, by the way. You're going to have to break bread when you pay him. You got to pay him now. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Jamar Chase, 14 receptions, 177 yards, 2 touchdowns. He averaged 12 yards a catch. And we got Chase Brown again, 6 receptions, 65 yards, 1 TD. Let's look at the Cowboys stats. Cooper Rush, 16 for 31, 183 yards, 2 tuds, 1 INT. Like I said earlier, Rico Dowdell had a good game. He had 18 carries, 133 yards, no touchdowns, but he averaged 7.3 yards a carry. And CeeDee Lamb, 6 receptions, 93 yards, 1 touchdown. Now, let's talk about Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow, I feel bad for this season because I think this is the best version of Joe Burrow we've seen so far. I know he had a Super Bowl run. He looked great in that Super Bowl run. But this is a more like polished, complete form of Joe Burrow. The way he was navigating that pocket in that game, bro. They could not sack him. I don't know how many sacks they had. It wasn't many. They might have had 1 or maybe 2. I can actually check that right quick. I don't think they had many though. I don't think they had many. I need to find that. Okay, they got to him 3 times. They got to him 3 times. But the thing that's different that I seen for Joe Burrow is he was always able to do this, but it's just his O-line wasn't holding up as good as they should have. And they did better this game. And the way he was able to move around the pocket, even when there was pressure, he moved around very well. I'm talking about I ain't Glaze, I ain't Chris Collinsworth, I ain't finna say Pat. I just said it. I ain't gonna say the name. But he was moving around. He was looking good, bro. He was looking real good. And it's like, bro, if his team, if they was even 8-5, he would be in the MVP combo. For a fact. Because he's having a great year, bro. Like, Joey B deserves to be there, but sadly his team is not gonna let him be there. And I kind of want to see his stats because his stats, I think he's leading the league in passing yards, I want to say. I'm pretty sure. I don't know what the hell was. I'm pretty sure he leads the league in passing touchdowns and passing yards. Or it's one of the two. Let me look. I got to find this. I have to find this. Here we go. All right. Let me see. Yeah, Jamar Chase. I gotta search it up. I got to find because Joey B, man, and it's crazy because Joe Burrow has been getting some criticism lately because people have been asking what has he done since that run. You know, he got hurt last season and he's back, and like I said, he is leading the league in passing yards, and I think he just continues to be great. And he kind of shut a lot of people up asking, well, what has Burrow done? Well, this season, he got 3,700 passing yards, 13 games played, bro. Leading the league in passing yards by almost 300 passing yards. Like, and if we look at passing TDs, I'm pretty sure he's top 5 or he might be even number 1. Oh, he is number 1. Number 1, he got 33 passing touchdowns. And he's not really turning the ball over that much. So it's just this season would be an MVP year for him if his team wasn't bad. No doubt in my mind. And it's just, man, it's so unfortunate because I can't even articulate in the words what I'm trying to say. It's just unfortunate because the Bengals got talent, bro. They have talent. It's just their defense, bro. Every time Joe Burrow has to play perfect for them to win. He had an interception tonight, but it's the Cowboys. The Cowboys suck this year, so I had them beating the Cowboys this week, honestly. But he got to play perfect for the Bengals to win. If he don't play perfect, the Bengals gonna lose. He can throw for 500 yards. I think I seen the stat. Joe Burrow in losses throws for 300 yards when they lose, and they lose. He has to throw for 350, 25 for 30 pass attempts and 4 touchdowns for them to win. Because the defense, they can't defend. They did better tonight, but hey, this season the defense has not been good by any means, bro. And they got some Bama, got a Bama boy on that team, Jordan Battle, that I support. But that defense hasn't been good. And then it's crazy because you have somebody who's leading the league in sacks, Trey Hendrickson, brother dog, but you might not be able to bring him back because you got to pay Jamar, which he's going to get at least 40. You don't give Jamar no less than 40. You don't give him no less than 40. You should have paid him last season. Or what was it last season? Yes, you should have paid him when he asked for it. When he asked for it, you should have gave it to him. You got to give him that. You got to pay. You're not paying T. Higgins. I think you let T. Higgins go. If I'm T. Higgins and I truly want to be a one, I will go to the Panthers. Me personally. I think the Panthers have a consistent quarterback. They have a consistent quarterback in Bryce Young. He's their quarterback of the future. I will go to the Panthers, man. Because the Panthers really, ever since they brought Bryce Young back, they have been in every single game they've played, and they've been losing to a lot of unfortunate situations. Like the last game, Leggett dropping a pass. The game before that, Chuba Herbert fumbling. Leggett dropped another pass. It's just Bryce has been balling though. I don't know what Rod Wave told him. I don't know if Rod Wave played him his new album, but bro been going crazy. And I support Bryce, and this is why Bryce went number one. Because this season he's having a better sophomore season than CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud kind of had a sophomore slump. His O line not holding up pretty good that well, but this is why you get Bryce, and that's why I think Bryce, that sit down that he had really helped him, because I think it allowed the game to slow down and him just kind of process things and not just get thrown into a dumpster fire of that is the Carolina Panthers. They've been trash since I was in after Cam, and that was middle school. So yeah, so they got a stud in Bryce. While we're talking about Bryce, I wanted Bryce to go to the Texans so bad, but he went to Carolina, and I was pissed. I was mad because I already knew. I seen this happening. They think he gonna turn shit into sugar, but it won't happen like that. You can't turn that. That's some stank shit right there. That was Panthers are some stank shit. But as of lately, they've been turning it around. Even though they still been losing. They don't have the worst record in the league, which is always a pat on the back from last season. And they've been playing competitive football. And I think that's all you can really ask for real. If you're the Panthers, just go out there and play competitive. And they're going to get better. I think they're going to get better with time. Next year, I think they'll get more wins. We'll talk about projections for next season down the line. But yeah, man. I just think, man, the Bengals, I don't know what they do, because you don't want to lose Trey Hendrickson. You don't. He's generating great pressure off that line, and if you lose him, you don't have BJ Reader no more. He's gone. You can't afford to lose him. So the odd man out is T. T's gone. You got to pay Chase 40 for 40 So yeah, let's switch the topic right quick. So I just seen breaking news. Let me go back and find it on my phone. So Jimmy Butler is in trade talks with the Mavericks. Well, the Heat are in trade talks with the Mavericks for Jimmy Butler. And I definitely think that the Jimmy run with the Heat is over. Him and Pat Riley not seeing eye to eye. They're kind of beefing. And I definitely agree with the move of getting rid of Jimmy, because Jimmy is what, 33? I want to say. I think he's like 33. 33, 32, somewhere around that age. And you don't want to pay Jimmy right now, because if you pay him and you give him a 4-year contract, he's going to be 36, 37. And you want a 36, 37 Jimmy Butler on your team? I don't think you do. You should use that money somewhere. He's 30. Oh, wow. I was off. He's 35. So you're going to have a 38, 39 Jimmy Butler on your team, at least 37 Jimmy Butler on your team if you sign him for 2 through 4 years. I don't think you want to deal with that because Jimmy, his injury, he's starting to get a little injury prone. He's getting hurt quite often. And Jimmy is a bucket. Jimmy is everything you want he's a great, great two. Great, great two. He has the potential. He had the potential to. I ain't gonna say he had the potential because he definitely carried them boys in 2020 to the finals. So right now, that Jimmy right there was a one. But right now, Jimmy, I think his projection is a good two. He's a great two man, a great secondary star. And I just think the Heat should try to go younger in a different direction. Now that can look kind of weird because you have Tyler Hero who's having a great season. You still got the young guys like Jaime Jaquez. He's great in my opinion. You still got Bam. And I just think Jimmy, it's time. He's ran this course. And the Heat franchise, since LeBron left, they always had this try to find this diamond in the rough mentality. And I get that, but as an organization, you're gonna need a star, a bona fide top 15, top 20 star to take your team some places. And they don't have that. Bam. So one of my friends is a Heat fan. If you're seeing it, he might see this, but one of my friends is a Heat fan, and me personally, I tell them that Bam doesn't get used correctly in my opinion. Bam is way more versatile than he get used. Bam can dribble, Bam can shoot, Bam really should be playing 3 and 4. I know he plays 5. He can guard 1 through 4. I don't think Bam is a true 5. He's not a true 5 to me. He's so versatile. You can put him at the 4. You can put him at the 3 a little bit. I ain't saying he playing 3 the whole game, but he definitely should have times to where he can, guard your 3, which he does. He can guard 1 through 4. Like I said, well, 1 through 5. Okay, occasionally. Sometimes he might need help with the 5. He plays primarily big, but Bam is so good in my opinion, bro. I just think Bam does not get used properly. I definitely think Bam, he's a way more skilled scorer than what they use him for. Because what he was doing in the Olympics, he was shooting. I'm like, see, if the Heat incorporate that and you have Bam is a good secondary star too, but you need that one guy, preferably maybe like a guard. I don't know if you might have that in Tyler Hero. We never know because he's having a great year. If you have that primary scorer, bro, Bam will flourish, bro. Because if Jimmy leave, then you kind of force Bam to be the one, and I don't think Bam is the one, but he's a great two. They had 2 good twos on that team, and a bunch of like good role players. Well, I can say 3 good twos because Tyler Hero also can be. Sometimes Tyler Hero can be a little inconsistent. Like last season, he was kind of inconsistent, but this season he hooping like crazy. But if now let's talk about the Mavericks side. If you're the Mavericks and you do this deal, what does it look like? Because I think on paper it looks really, really good because Jimmy is he's not the same defender he used to be, but he still can get in that chair, every now and then get in that chair. You got Luka, you got Kyrie, but the thing is, what are the Heat gonna want in return for giving you Jimmy? Because you don't want to give up Derek Lively. I think he should be off the book. You don't give up Derek Lively. Actually, I want to look at their roster right quick because I know majority of the names off the top of my head, but I want to make sure I get it right. Okay, you got Derek Lively, PJ Spencer, Dinwiddie, Daniel. Okay. I got it now. So in a trade for Jimmy, they're probably gonna want PJ. They're probably gonna want Dinwiddie. They're gonna want some picks. and maybe Jaden Hardy, because they got to make up. They got to have some draft picks involved. Maybe like a first and a second. I don't know if that's too much. I'm kind of yapping right here. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if that's too much. Like, what is Jimmy's worth? Because you want to trade Jimmy while he's at an all-time high. You don't want to wait until he's not even at an all-time high right now. But I feel like this is the highest he's gonna get right now. Because this back end of his career, he kind of might decline a little bit because he's getting older. Father Time always wins. Not saying that Jimmy gonna fall off, but Father Time always wins. So he might decline a little bit. So you got to make this trade now. Possibly during the before the trade deadline. I think they will move Jimmy Butler before the trade deadline. I would move him before the trade deadline. Don't wait till the offseason. So I'm kind of curious who's all interested in Jimmy Butler. Who's interested in Jimmy Butler? Jimmy Butler. Okay, so you have the Warriors are interested, which will be a great fit. The Rockets are interested, and the Mavericks. Out of these three, I think Jimmy will fit. I think he will fit on the Warriors because he does that scoring pressure is not all on him. He can be a great two because if they make this deal, they might have to give up Kaminga. And Curry's on the back end of his career. He's like 36. I mean, Curry probably got a good 3, maybe 4 years left in his career. And, it'll be a great way for him to go out and have another shot at a ring, possibly, by getting Jimmy Butler. If they can keep they're gonna have to get rid of him or Wiggins. They're gonna get rid of Wiggins or Kaminga. And I think Kaminga might be having a better year right now, but you're gonna have to get rid of one or two. You keep Gary Payton. He brings to that team. He brings the defensive pressure. You keep him. So it's one of them two not gonna be on the team. And I think you don't give up Kaminga. You give up Wiggins. I would give up Wiggins, and that's it. But I think he fits well with the Warriors. That's a great fit. And they have a bunch of young talent too. You got B Pods. Moses Moody. Moses Moody isn't really. I don't know what he's really done this year. I don't know. Moses Moody was one of those guys. Like he was hooping like when his rookie year after that. He was getting a lot more minutes. Right now, he's not really getting that many minutes like how he used to. I don't know. He's pretty. I'm pretty sure he's probably gonna be in the trade too. Probably gonna give up Moses Moody. Like, look at this. He played 23 minutes against the Rockets, but the game before that he played 7 minutes. Game before that he played 5 minutes. So it's like his minutes is fluctuating. I mean, and even in his 23-minute game, he had 6 points. He was 1 for 7 from the field goal, 1 for 5 from 3. So it's like, but I don't know. All I do know is Jimmy not gonna be on the Rockets. And if they trade Jimmy anywhere and they want a decent return, I would send him to the Warriors. Now, me personally, my favorite player is John Morant. John Morant's in the West. He gonna go to the West regardless. But I'm tired of the Warriors getting good players. They've been getting good players majority of my time watching basketball. Like I said, I'm 22. I started watching basketball in 2009, which the Kobe Finals. So, but Jimmy, he might be a Warrior. If he a Warrior, I know my shit. That's all I'm saying. But this was a short episode. I ain't really have. It was a Monday night game, so it wasn't that much to talk about. But that's gonna do it for this episode 6 of Clutch Conversation Podcast. Oh, and if you're wondering where my co-host is at, he got some stuff he dealing with. So, we're gonna send prayers to him. But thank y'all, and I love y'all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell your mama, your brother, your auntie, your mama cousin, your mama brother. Tell everybody, the babies, the dog, get everybody to subscribe. Because we going up. So, I thank y'all and I love y'all for watching. See y'all in episode 7. Peace.